What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the best channel on YouTube. You already know what's going on. Alright, so today we're doing something special. We're doing something real special. It's a new series. Alright, new series alert. Alright, so today we're going to be doing something special. We got something called Podcast Sundays. Now, I know y'all like the little chat I had with my cousin. You know, we got that dub, that Love and Kill dub, something like you already know what's going on with that. But that sparked an idea in my brain to continue and actually have certain topics and conversations like while playing Fortnite. So it could be an educational type thing, but also you get some good content. You know, and then we'll have even more guests, but right now I have my cousin who was also on there last time, Terrence. You're going to hear him talk, you're going to introduce himself and all that. But this is, I really feel that this is going to be a good thing. Just, you know, keep it educational and also have some good content. Alright, so hope you guys enjoy. And, enjoy the video. Alright, so yeah, like I said in the intro, it's my cousin Terrence. Terrence, you can introduce yourself if you want. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Terrence, Zeph's cousin. 23 years old, recently graduated from college.
Sheesh.
Applying to medical school. Actually got accepted to medical school, so I'm going to be going to medical school.
You got money.
With the aspirations of being a doctor, hopefully being a surgeon one day. Some things that I like to do. I was a certified personal trainer. I had my own personal training business for a little bit. And I also like to play basketball. I played college basketball for a couple of years.
My boy 6'3".
High school. Yes, 6'3", 6'4".
Only one more height in our family.
Yeah, pretty much. And I played in high school. Played in college. Played other sports, and I also trained a lot of athletes when I was doing personal training. So that's something I really have a passion for, just helping people, helping them get back to strength. I also have interest in business and things like that as well. So just a little background about me.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, no, I was mad quiet over there. I was about to die.
Video games, of course.
Good intro, good intro. I am
Sure.
on the way. Oh, shoot. I don't know why, but my controller is going crazy right now. It's like the sensitivity is off. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. One guy on me. Where's this guy at? You want the sauce? Woo! Yes, sir. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot! No! This can't be it! Hey! 1 second, 1 second, warrior. Let's go. Alright, so now that all the smoke is cleared, got some kills. The topic for today's Podcast Sunday, which I told y'all is the name of this segment that we're going to be doing on this channel. Podcast Sunday. For this episode, we are going to be talking about the best mindset to have when starting a career in either entertainment or any career. The best mindset that we personally think that you should have when starting in a career. How should we start this off, Terrence? How do you want to start this?
So I think we should, I guess, start from the very beginning. Everything is, I guess, going to matter depending on what the career you want to go into. If it's something that's entrepreneurship, you might have to have a different, more disciplined mindset than if it's something where you're more reliant on other people on the team or boss per se. Your aspirations in the career itself. So I guess we could start off with, I guess, what careers we're interested in and how we can, I guess, adjust how our mindset should be for our particular aspirations. So I guess you can start.
Okay, put me on the spot. All right, so I mean, I would say this is the entertainment industry.
Yeah, for sure.
And definitely in the entertainment industry, you want to I don't know. I would say first off, the way I would say is that I want to make sure that, of course, you're entertaining, but my mindset is to make sure that I'm staying like as myself. I feel like that's one of the most important things to me. Yeah, authenticity. And also, you have to in this industry, you have to realize that consistency is a very vital part of just being in any entertainment industry, because if people like what they see, they want to see more.
Right.
So you have to definitely have the discipline to be inside of the entertainment industry in general, and then even on YouTube, where you're a personal creator, you do all this stuff on your own. You have to make sure that you have a very disciplined mindset to make sure that you consistently upload, have good content, and not just uploading garbage, just anything. Because then,
So for you, right off the bat, authenticity, just being yourself, staying true to what you believe in, having that integrity to just really be yourself. Yeah, so the biggest thing is be yourself, having authenticity to understand that, I have a certain level, I hold a certain level of integrity, and I want to keep that integrity throughout my journey, and not really fold or adjust too much or give too much of myself for my ultimate goals. And also, I guess something that you were mentioning on second was the idea that you have to stay dedicated and disciplined in your goal. I think that's huge. I agree. So I'm not in the entertainment field, but I'm definitely in the field of taking care of people.
Yeah.
And making sure I'm putting others and giving others proper care and treatment, and that time. I'm also interested in business aspects. So when I started my personal training business and worked as a personal trainer, I had to have similar mindsets of being dedicated, understanding that this is going to take hard work. And I think when you're going into any career, you have to have the mindset of, this is bigger than me. I'm in something that's bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And also just that, as someone in a career, it's important to look at it from more than face value. So I guess you could look at something from a face value and say, hey, I am a YouTuber, I am a doctor, and that's what I do. I just go into work and get my work done, put out my videos, entertain people, and then that's it. But it's more than that. I feel you have to have the mindset that you are going to be dedicated into not just your career and not just your job, but also the community of that field. Being somebody that's grounded in your community, going to different events, you're saying that you have to go to these different things to get your name out, to brand for your build your brand. So having that mindset that it's more than just you, it's bigger than you. It's bigger. You have to be part of that community that pretty much you're growing in. So I think that's another. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, even in that statement, being part of your community, you definitely have to do a lot of studying. Well, you definitely want to do a lot of studying of the type of career you're going into. Like you don't want to just jump into something. You want to learn about what you're going into so that you could. Somebody should die. Yeah, you definitely want to have studied your field that you're going. That's with anything at all. You definitely want to know what you're going into.
So I guess to tie it back into, I guess what we're more doing specifically, what are some things that you've done specifically to kind of study your craft, or what were some things that you did mentally to help prepare you for a career in entertainment potentially?
To be honest, I used to watch a lot of gaming YouTubers back in the day, but I wouldn't say that I necessarily hopped into it knowing like full well exactly what to do. Like I did ask a lot of questions, which is also a very, very important thing to do. Oh shoot! Sheesh! These guys came out of nowhere.
Bruh.
Oh crap! Okay, I gotta heal up. I don't know what's next at. Oh, that's tough. Sheesh.
So what were you mentioning before?
Oh,
you're watching a lot of stuff.
yeah, no, I definitely back in the day when I was younger, I definitely used to. That was my whole YouTube experience. That's all I remember was watching like gaming channels when I grew up. So I knew about the field, but as for studying, I have to admit that I didn't necessarily study like exactly what you should do in this field. It was more of for me personally, it was more of a just hop in decision type thing, which is definitely not what you want to do. But we're not talking about. I'm talking about my own personal experience. You were saying?
Way off of that, I think that it's important when the mindset, when starting a career or trying to get into a career, understanding that you don't know everything.
Definitely.
Understanding that you can always learn more from networking and connecting with other people.
Mm-hmm.
If I went into personal training and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be the best trainer ever, and I know the best treatments, I know the best form, I know the best way to coach it," I would never have been a great trainer because I'll be blocking out the potential knowledge I could potentially get from my colleagues, people I work with, other trainers. So understanding that there's always room to learn, always room to build knowledge, and never settling for, never. I think the bigger thing to think about is never settle. Understand that you don't know everything and never settle for what you currently know.
Yeah.
That there's always more perspectives that you can gain.
Yeah.
More knowledge that you can gain, no matter what. So if you're having a hard time or you feel you're stuck in a position, always reach out for help and understand that there's someone out there that most likely went through exactly what you're going through or knows how to do something in a certain way. When I started personal training, I was working under a company and I wasn't a solo trainer right away. I had to learn from a manager, and my manager taught me how to sell personal training packages. He taught me how to, he taught me his spiel, and then I took his training pitches, like his sales pitches, and I memorized them, and then I eventually got good enough to where I could put my own twist on it and add the things that I like to talk about or I thought was more important, and finesse it in that way. So if I came in and I thought I knew everything about everything, wasn't willing to learn from him, I would have literally never sold anything, or it would have taken me a lot longer to sell because I would have had a lot more failures if I didn't understand that he's got this experience and he could teach me a lot.
Yeah.
So always have the mentality that you can and will be able to learn from other people and never settle for what you currently know, and always knowing that there's somebody out there that may not have more experience than you. I could learn something from somebody that's been in the game for 1 year, even though I've been in the game for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just because they might have a different experience, different upbringing, different background, might have trained somebody differently. There's always something you can learn and adapt to technique.
No, but that's definitely the mindset you want to go into anything with, is that you do not know everything. Because especially if you're starting off, you couldn't possibly know basically anything.
I mean, believe it or not, though, people will go into positions or fields that they've never even touched before, and then think that they're going to be successful right off the bat just because they have a certain mindset of, I'm really determined, so I can do it. But it's more than that. It's the networking. It's understanding that there's no way that you could be successful to a certain degree. There's no way you can be successful without gaining some level of alternate perspective.
Oh, dude, right here. Oh, two of them. Good work. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So, in going in that statement that I made before, I would say one thing that you have to make sure that you are aware of is that, like, in going into the gaming community, into the entertainment industry, the mindset of not pretend like you know everything just because you have a talent. Like, maybe you might be like super talented. You might be super talented at like gaming. You might be like getting dubs all the time. If you're trying to make a YouTube channel, you could be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't know how to upload good content, or you don't know what good content is, exactly.
Good content is different to everybody.
Yeah.
Good content to me, and that might not be good content to the next guy, or
exactly.
You know.
So don't think because you're talented that you're just automatically going to make it, because that mindset that's setting you up for failure from the start. So you might be, like I said, you might be the best. Like I have to admit, I'm not the best. You guys have seen my videos. I'm not the best, but I'm open to learn.
Right.
And it's kind of like
an analogy in my, I guess, perspective or my field. We gotta get going.
Yeah, that's why I'm going in here, because you could use the air thing.
Yeah. So in my field, in being in medicine, it's basically the cream of the crop as far as intelligence. People that finish in the top of their class, people that graduate with cum laude, magna cum laude, summa cum laude, highest GPAs, highest scores, and you know they're all competing for these positions in medical school.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about that is, the smartest person, even though you have to be very smart to be a doctor, obviously, you have to know a lot of stuff, but the smartest person isn't always the best doctor. It's the best doctor comes from the person that has good skills. If let's say you're a surgeon, you have good skills, you know how to handle your complications, and you know how to adapt to your circumstances and adjust them. And also the people that are willing to collaborate with others. A good way to reduce your complications is by asking other fellow physicians, hey, what should I do in this situation, or have you seen this before, or looking into the literature. So, like, just because somebody is talented doesn't mean they'll be an excellent physician. It comes from the balance of your knowledge, your skill, and also your ability to work with others and gain perspective so that you can handle curveballs that get thrown at you day to day. So like you said before, just because you're the best gamer doesn't mean you'll have the most subscribers. You'll make good content. Like, Ninja's great, but he also has a certain level of personality that people are drawn to.
Exactly.
That allows him to make this great content. Same thing with a lot of other popular YouTubers that they might be decent gamers, but people go to them because they give good life advice, or they give ultimate perspective. Like, all the gamers that I ever watch, or I'm drawn to, are black gamers. Just because they're just funny to me. They're just funny. So like, it's not. I don't really care about who's the best.
Gotcha.
I care more about who can entertain me, who has those inside jokes that is like, it's funny to me just because, like, or who can portray it in the best way. And also comes with gaining your skill outside of just gaming. You have to be able to edit properly.
Exactly.
Edit so that it's funny. Edit that it's entertainment. Or even if you know that you're not the best editor, and you get to the point where you're editing, but you know that in order to take it to the next level, you got to hire an editor. Being self-aware enough do that. So I guess you could get into that as well, self-awareness.
Yeah.
Knowing your strengths and knowing your weaknesses, that's huge when it comes to mindset and starting a career. Understanding where do I have flaws? Where can I improve? How can I improve upon those flaws so that I can become the best
and the most effective?
Yeah, I mean, some people think about like, oh, I'm just gonna be so good at my pros that like
nobody will see my flaws. Yeah,
not worry about my flaws. But I mean, that's true. You don't want to dwell. I think it's important to focus on them, but not dwell on them.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that mindset. I mean, you could say that they won't worry about it, but if we're keeping it a stack, people normally look at flaws first. I would say in a person, they're trying to figure out. No, I mean yeah. They would normally look for flaws. That's I would say that's the mindset of everybody. It's not like something that they purposely do. I would say, but it's just the general thing that everybody looks for flaws before they look for pros. Like especially when they're first meeting you, or in this case when they're first seeing you on what's it called? Like on YouTube. So they would be looking for the different things that they like about you and they dislike about you, and then that would determine if they will subscribe to you.
Right. I mean, with YouTube, it's a little tough, just because with that, I feel that sometimes your flaws to one person might be a pro to somebody else.
Gotcha.
Like the flaw that you might be all scramble-minded to somebody like me, it would be like, oh yeah, this guy's all over the place. Like, I'm not really messing with him.
Yeah.
That to somebody else, a little kid might be like, oh wow, this guy's so funny. He's just like, I'm sure there's plenty of like YouTubers that are just like scramble-minded on purpose, and it's entertaining to like 5 to 10-year-olds.
Gotcha.
So like, you could look at it that way. I'm thinking more of just the idea that, let's say you're great at making let's say you're great at making gaming content.
All right in front. Put it there. So I'm front.
Oh, okay. Let's say you're like good at making gaming content. You're a good gamer, but you're good at editing.
Yeah.
Understanding that, and
he's near you.
He's right in front of me.
Ooh.
Got him?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, let's say like you're good at making gaming content, but you're not the best at editing.
Yeah.
Understanding that and just being like, hey, I got to get better at editing if I want to make my videos better.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I want to make my videos better, or understanding that, hey, I'm not the best gamer. I might not have the best personality, but the videos I collaborate with, understanding that and be like, I need to do more collaboration videos with other people so we can bounce off of each other. I'm not good alone. I'm better, in a group.
Exactly.
Just understanding those pros and cons and just working on those or working off of those so that you can produce the best, be your best self.
Yeah.
Your best self to the people.
But don't let all, because I know it might sound like we're talking about a whole bunch of different stuff, but don't let this deter you from like, oh man, you got to do all this stuff before you start. No, the first thing is to start, because you can't do any of the stuff that we talk about if you're not doing anything.
But definitely start. But these are definitely some things that you want to have in mind when it comes to starting and when it comes to growing. Is what am I looking to do? Is my work ethic does my work ethic match my goals?
Other from the north, yes.
Some other things we touched on.
They're behind us too. I think we keep moving. Up. Are they coming up? They're coming up.
Yeah, right here. About you.
One is staying back and one is sniping. Yeah, I think we move back before we get pinched. We go back this way. Woo!
that's another thing we didn't really touch on, but get out of your, being willing to get out of your comfort zone. And we can make a whole video on that too. But
yeah, exactly.
But knowing that, like, you will have to get out of your comfort zone if you want to be successful in a career. There's no one that was successful in a career that didn't try something different or try something new. When you're starting, especially when you're starting anything, you have to do things for the first time.
Exactly.
You have to meet people for the first time, and unless you do that, you'll never be able to start to begin with. So always understanding that.
Oh, he's white. He's white. He hit you?
Yeah, he hit me.
Knocked him.
Got him.
Ooh! I was about to shoot my rocket right in my face. He's out.
Word.
Oh, is it another guy? Oh, it's that other team. It's just us and that other team.
Oh, shoot. Let me heal up.
Yeah, I need to heal up too.
I'm gonna take this rocket launcher because this sniper is not worth it.
You got some more minis?
How many rockets do you have? Yeah, right here.
Rockets 6. But I have a rocket launcher too.
Yeah, take those.
Oh, wait, there's some right here. Take those right here.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Are you good?
I have 12.
Got you. I mean, if anything, after this game, you can continue for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's get this stuff. Cool.
Pushing this way.
Bro, why is my thing not reloaded, yo? I hit him for 85.
Oh, shit.
Woo! Off! They're low. They're mad low. I don't know why the heck my mic cut off. They're mad low. He's behind you. Woo! Hey! Yes, sir.
Hey, you know he's the last guy. Oh.
Yeah, nah, you got him. How many kills you got? How many kills you got? Check real quick.
4 piece.
4. I got 5. Okay. All right.
4 piece. 4 for 5. 4 for 5.
Yes, sir. It's the first video we got. Yo.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
Like we talked about before, the not knowing everything, understanding that you got to have dedication, understanding that you got to have priorities. You're gonna have to try new things. You're going to have to network with people. Get out of your comfort zone. All these things add up, and like Zeph said, don't get intimidated by the fact that if you don't have one of these things, that's good. Understanding that you have weaknesses,
Most definitely.
Understand your strengths, understand your weaknesses, and how you can improve on them. And the biggest thing is just don't be afraid to get started.
Exactly.
Don't be paralyzed by analyzing all these different things and thinking you need to make everything perfect to jump into a career.
Appreciate the cousin, coming back on, hopping back on, having a conversation with me. And we will be having our next episode coming out soon, which will be why having a plan is necessary. And then we're going to also delve into talking about short-term goals and how to properly plan your goals specifically for you and whatever you're attempting to get into. Alright, so that's it for this video. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And we will see you again in the next video. Peace.